Hello, welcome to Daily News from Majayat TV. Scholarly meetings of His Eminence Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in Holy Qom, Iran. On last Wednesday, the house of His Eminence Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in the holy city of Qom hosted another session of his scholarly meetings. During this meeting, one of the scholars asked the following question: Is it permissible to use musical instruments in the memorials of Imam Hussein, peace be upon him? His Eminence replied, "The rituals and memorials of Imam Hussein, peace be upon him, are strongly recommended under the condition that no haram acts are carried out in it. Therefore, if the musical instruments are considered to be haram, it is not permissible to use them in these memorials. However, if a musical instrument is not considered haram, it is permissible to use them in these memorials." Further in this meeting, the discussions revolved around saying prayers while traveling, the spiritual position of the holy Ahlul Bayt, peace be upon them, and etc. Aliyah Sinha Husayniya distributes 14,000 foods on Eid al-Ghadir in Australia. Aliyah Sinha Husayniya, affiliated with the Office of the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in Sydney, Australia, distributed 14,000 foods in order to celebrate the glorious Eid al-Ghadir. This ceremony was held in memory of the Promised One, Imam al-Mahdi, may God hasten his reappearance, in the countries of Iran, Afghanistan, and Iraq. Allamah bin Fahad Hilli Seminary celebrates Eid al-Ghadir in holy Karbala, Iraq. The Islamic Seminary of bin Fahad Hilli, affiliated with the Office of the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in the holy city of Karbala, held a ceremony to celebrate the Eid al-Ghadir. The ceremony was attended by groups of religious figures and clerics. Sheikh Dhul Hijjah al-Budairi made a speech at this gathering. Zainabiya Seminary celebrates Eid al-Ghadir in Damascus, Syria. The Islamic Seminary of Zainabiya, affiliated with the Office of the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in the Syrian capital Damascus, held a ceremony to celebrate the glorious Eid al-Ghadir. This ceremony was attended by groups of Shia believers who listened to a speech by Sheikh Akram al-Karabij and eulogies recited in honor of the Amir of the believers. Office of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi celebrates Eid al-Ghadir in Mazar-e Sharif city, Afghanistan. The Office of the Grand Jafar Ayatollah Shirazi in Mazar-e Sharif city of Afghanistan held a ceremony to celebrate the glorious Eid al-Ghadir. This ceremony was held on Dhil Hijjah 18th, hosting groups of religious figures and cultural activists. In this ceremony, the participants recited poems in honor of Imam Ali, peace be upon him, the true successor of the God's final messenger. Delegates from Office of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi attend Eid Festival in holy Najaf, Iraq. Some delegates from the Office of the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in the holy city of Najaf took part in the Ghadir Festival organized by the custodianship of the Shrine of the Commander of the Faithful, Imam Ali, peace be upon him. Ayatollah Sheikh Hussein Fedai, Sheikh Taghi Zakari, and Sheikh Salah al-Halfi represented the Office of the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in this event. Dr. Tajani meets Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in Holy Qom, Iran. On last Tuesday, July 19th, the famous Tunisian thinker and Shia convert, Dr. Muhammad Tajani Samawi, met with the Grand Shia Islamic Jurist Ayatollah Shirazi in the holy city of Qom in Iran. During this meeting, Dr. Tajani elaborated on his cultural and religious activities in different parts of the world. The latest developments of the Muslim and Shia world were also discussed in this meeting. Representative of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi makes a speech among tribal personalities in holy Najaf, Iraq. On the glorious Eid al-Ghadir, a ceremony was held at the meeting house of Haji Abu Sattar al-Kabi, the chief of the Abu Lataf tribe. Sheikh Jalal Maash, one of the representatives of the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi, was invited as a guest speaker at this ceremony. In his remarks, Sheikh Maash talked about the significance of the culture of Ghadir. He also underlined that all our economic, political, social, and ethical problems are rooted in our lack of knowledge of the Ghadir culture. In the end, he said, if the Muslim and Arab governments intend to make progress, they need to closely study the life of Imam Ali, peace be upon him. Activities by Fatima Zahra Center in Kabul, Afghanistan. Fatima Zahra Center, affiliated with the Office of the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in Kabul, the capital of Afghanistan, donated new clothing to 110 orphans on the glorious Eid al-Ghadir and the birthday of Imam Hadi, peace be upon him. This humanitarian work was conducted in compliance to the directives of the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi and in collaboration with Sayyid Chada World Committee based in Kuwait. Furthermore, a ceremony was held at the Fatima Zahra Center on Dhil Hijjah 18th, where clerics, seminarians, and students of Islamic sciences, as well as their families, listened to religious speeches and eulogies about the event of Ghadir. Imam Sadiq Center celebrates Eid al-Ghadir in Detroit, the U.S. On the glorious Eid al-Ghadir, Imam Jafar Sadiq Center, affiliated with the Office of the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in the U.S. state of Michigan, held a ceremony to celebrate this occasion. After the recitation of the Holy Quran, Sheikh Jafar Hairi was the main speaker of the ceremony. Construction of Imam Hadi Seminary in the city of Ghazni in Afghanistan. On July 13th, the construction of the Islamic Seminary, Library and Quranic Center of Imam Hadi, peace be upon him, affiliated with the Office of the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi, officially started in the Ghazni city of Afghanistan. This ceremony was attended by groups of scholars and elders of the city who listened to a speech by Sheikh Ahmad al-Hassani, the director of the Public Relations Office of the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in Kabul. It is worth noting that Sheikh Naimi, one of the members of Imam Hadi Institute, and Sheikh Anwari, one of the members of the Ghazni Council of Scholars, were also among the keynote speakers of this event.